recording? All right, so welcome to Geometry. Today is May 28th. Like usual, please make sure to have a paper and pencil ready for some notes, just like you would in class. And let's go ahead and do our stress check. So in the chat box, type how you're feeling. Victor already knew. He said, I'm just going to go ahead and put my answer because I know.
Except don't look at top where you see.
All right, I'm glad everyone's in a good state. Today we're going to review finding the volume of a cone and review finding the learn about finding the volume of a sphere. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice these do nows. It says the missing angle is blank degrees. And we know that this angle is 47 degrees. This one's 68, and this is X. This is what they want us to find, is this missing angle here. I wanted to see, do you guys remember how to do that? So as he stated, all three angles must add up to 180. So one of our angles is 68 degrees. The other angle is 47. And then we have one that we don't know what it is. But notice I put all three of them because all three angles added together make 180. So I'm going to take my calculator and I'm going to add 68 plus 47. And that gives me 115 plus X is equal to 180. And then what do I do?
Then you have to subtract 115 both sides.
Why?
To leave X by itself.
Good. So in order to get X by itself, you subtract 115 from both sides. And that leaves me with X is equal to, and I type in 180 minus 115. And that gives me 65 degrees. So when it says the missing angle is, in here, I would type 65. Good job. All right, so now let's look at the volume of a cone. Do you guys remember what the formula is for volume of a cone? And if you don't remember, hopefully you have this in your notes. You said V is equal to pi r squared h. Is that it?
Yeah.
What do you think, Victor?
Probably that one, yeah. But I could tell that it actually has the radius. It only had a denominator class already.
Oh, it has diameters, but you need the radius? Yeah. Okay, but remember the volume of a cone, I think you might have the volume of a circle.
Yeah, it's a cone.
Can you make
It's volume like pi r2h divided by into 3.
Does I have?
But you forgot to put a 3 on the bottom.
I didn't. I just forgot to say it. It was there.
There you go. That makes it complete. So you made a really good point, Victor. You said the diameter is all they give you. They don't give you the radius. And for this question, you need what? You need the radius. Remember, so Kenneth, in a circle, the line that goes all the way through is a diameter.
Mm-hmm.
But half of that is the radius. What Victor is saying is that here, notice in this line right here,
or is a diameter.
Diameter, but we don't need the diameter, we need the radius. So what are we gonna do to find the radius?
Divide it into 2 from 24.
Good. We're going to divide 24 by 2 because that'll give us, like, if we split it in half, that gives us the radius. So you might know this by heart. You might know that 2 times 12 is 24, or you might have to plug it into the calculator. But when looking at this, 24 divided by 2 is 12. So my radius is 12 miles. Okay. That is a huge cone, huge non-existent cone. All right, so let's plug everything in. What does pi equal to? Anyone, what does pi equal to?
Pi equal to B R.
It's a number. Thank you. I've been asking that for the last few minutes. 3.14. And then my radius is what?
12 square 2.
And then what's my height?
24.
And I divide all that by 3. Okay. All right, easiest thing to do right now is, well, the best thing to do is find what 12 squared is. And because I know what 12 times 12 is, I know that's 144. And then you go ahead and plug all of this in to your calculator. So if you have a calculator in front of you, go ahead and take some time to do that. That's exactly what happened. So once you do that, it gives you 3,617.28. You look at the measurements. And then remember, anytime it's volume, it's cubed. Now, we don't have the same exact answer, but this tells us, well, it's the closest thing we have is letter A. All right, we need to get going because we have very few minutes and this is just a do now. Completely lost track of time. A 5-inch deep ice cream cone has a radius of 1 inch. A spherical scoop of ice cream also has a radius of, not on, 1 inch. If the ice cream melts in the cone, will it overflow? Okay. So they're trying to say if this melted in the cone, would it overflow? So today we're going to figure out the volume of and then it says, do I look a little big around the midsection? Don't worry, you look great. Spheriously. It was supposed to be a silly little.
Yeah, it's a weird joke.
Yeah, it is. But we're looking at the volume of sphere. So make sure to write this down. The volume of a sphere is given by the formula. So go ahead and write whatever's in red down. I would write volume of sphere. And then put that in a box. It's 4 pi r cubed divided by 3.
Okay.
So our volume of a sphere, if we look back, it's V equals 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. So let's start plugging things in. The 4 stays the same. What does the pi stand for? Pi symbol?
What's the number for pi? Kenneth?
The number for pi,
Yes.
it's
Okay, so put this somewhere in your notes, Kenneth. Pi is equal to 3.14.
got it.
So whenever we ask you, what does pi equal to? You're gonna say 3.
3.14.
It's a much longer number, but we just use those first 3. Okay, so what is pi equal to?
3.14.
Good. And what's our radius?
3.
What was that? Because remember, this is our radius.
3 squared?
Well, looking at this, what is our radius? So look at this,
Oh, 9 centimeters.
9 centimeters, good, 9. And then that's,
Because I was looking up the 3
okay, that's okay.
on top of the R.
So looking at this R right here, we put 9, but notice there's still a little 3 next to it. Okay, and we put it all over 3. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I can either figure out what 9 cubed is, or what I can also do is 9 cubed means 9 times 9 times 9. That's what that means. Okay. So if I were to just figure this out right there, 9 times 9 times 9. So I'm going to plug that in, or I can also just type in 9 cubed, but 9 times 9 times 9. I'm going to erase that because it gives me 729. So I'm going to go ahead and type that into my calculator. 4 times 3.14 times 729 is equal to, oh, well, divided by 3. And I get this. And because it is volume, the units would be cubed. Really quickly, this is the same, well, this one's actually half. Notice that a sphere should be the whole thing, right? Obviously, I didn't make that perfect. Should be the whole thing. That means
Right.
when you find your volume, you're going to divide it in half again because it should be the whole thing. So this is something that I'm not going to really get a chance to review right now because we only have 2 minutes left. And I want to see if there's any Kahoot that you guys have to do. But just keep this formula in mind. Okay?
Right.
All right. So actually, let's see if you guys can do this. Can you guys guess the movie?
It's an
All right. So assignments that are due, your due now is due. If you haven't turned it in, please do that because it should have been turned in by now. The one called due now for 5/28/20. The exit ticket, it's going to be made available after class. That is also going to be due. And then you have an assignment, or you have a due now for next week. I believe I missed in this list your homework assignment. Let me double check. You guys still see my screen?
yeah.
Yeah.
When I go to period 2, I'm gonna go to assignments. You're gonna scroll down. Make sure you have everything in this folder. Okay, no, there's no Kahoot assignment for this one. Make sure you complete your homework as well. Try to catch up with all your work. So you go to, so let's say, okay, so, let me go ahead and